The Philippines slides 11 notches in the World Bank's 2019 Ease of Doing Business report. The report says the Philippines placed 124th out of 190 economies because of higher business registration costs and delays in inspecting imported goods. The Philippines ranked poorly in getting credit at 184th, starting a business at 166th, enforcing contracts at 151st, and trading across borders at 104th. While the country's overall score improved to 57.68 in 2019 from 56.32 in 2018, other economies have improved as well and outpaced the Philippines. Globally, New Zealand topped the list with an overall score of 86.59. The rest of the top 5 performers are Singapore, Denmark, Hong Kong, and Korea. After nearly 4 years in an Abu Dhabi prison in the United Arab Emirates, overseas Filipino worker Jennifer Dalquez is finally reunited with her family in Manila Friday morning. The Department of Foreign Affairs releases photos of Dalquez's emotional homecoming. She arrived in a Philippines Airlines flight that also carried 86 undocumented Filipinos who availed themselves of the 3-month UAE amnesty program. Dalquez was sentenced to death for murdering her employer in 2014. While she was acquitted of murder charges in 2017, she had to serve a jail term for theft that ended on October 25. Despite an improved status on the Committee to Protect Journalists 2018 Global Impunity Index, the Philippines ranks 5th among countries where murders of journalists are left unprosecuted. Only Somalia, Syria, Iraq, and South Sudan were ranked higher than the Philippines on the list. The Philippines has been on the impunity list for 11 years and still has 40 unsolved cases. The CPJ notes there have been 80 journalist deaths in the Philippines since 1992, with 78 of those targeted for murder and 66 murdered with impunity. CPJ's 2018 report says, in the past decade, at least 324 journalists have been silenced through murder worldwide, and in 85% of these cases, no perpetrators have been convicted. November 2, Friday, is the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. Thousands of Google employees joined a coordinated worldwide walkout Thursday to protest the company's lenient handling of sexual harassment cases. Demonstrators streamed across the Mountain View campus. The turnout in California was the final stage of a global walkout that began in its Asia offices and spread to Europe.
I came because I am a 23-year-old woman working at a big company, and I think it's really important to support all issues surrounding equal rights and safe workspaces.
I haven't experienced any of these issues myself, but if even one person has experienced it, it's important for me to show our solidarity and say that we don't agree with that and that it shouldn't happen.
In London, hundreds of workers packed into the biggest room at their main office in protest and later headed outside.
Yeah, there's a much bigger crowd indoors. It's quite funny. It's quite a British protest. Due to inclement weather, we were all deciding to stay indoors and avoid the rain, but some of us have come outside because, hopefully that might have some more impact.
Google Chief Executive Sundar Pichai was quoted as saying, "At Google, we set up a very high bar, and we clearly didn't live up to our expectations." The walkout call came as Google's parent company Alphabet confirmed Wednesday that Richard Duvall, an executive reportedly accused of sexual harassment, left the company without an exit package.